Hey, this is Gabi. It's day 2 in Goa, India. I didn't take almost any pictures today. I think I'm easing into the idea that I don't want to document everything all the time. I just want to be here more. I missed Kobi a lot today. I missed the kids, and I got my SIM card in and a data plan, and it turns out I can WhatsApp with my family very cheaply. So we'll see how long my data lasted. Today I put in 150 rupees of phone time and then 100 rupees of internet data. So I use my phone, check my emails, check Facebook, like pretty well connected. So I almost went with the simple local phone, regular phone, but if I can WhatsApp with my family, then it's worth everything. So I sent each kid today a WhatsApp, an audio WhatsApp, where I talked to each child, and I was talking back and forth to Kobi, and I told him that I really miss him. And just hearing his voice just reminded me of this sexy young security guard at Hebrew University, and Kobi's voice is amazing. I love his voice. So just told him how much I missed him, and I got a little teary and choked up and verklempt, and he sent me a message back, and he said he's gonna put Angie as like the angel that Kobi made up many years ago when I was going through a really hard time, and Angie would come and speak to me and help me. So Kobi put Angie in a matchbox, and he put the matchbox in a bottle. And I sent it off, and he says, when you're walking on the beach, look for the bottle, and you'll find Angie. He's on the way to India. And that's Kobi. He's always there for me, always was there for me, always will be there for me. I'm so deeply lucky to have a partner in my life who's with me for the long haul. Says, I am your partner, and if your injuries get so bad and you get in a wheelchair, I'm going to be your partner until I die. And they won't, but if you get really, really fat and ugly, or actually I think most fat women are beautiful, but if you get really, really fat, if you get super depressed, if you become handicapped, anything, it doesn't matter what, I'm there and I'm with you, and it's a gift. So he took the kids today to ice hockey for the first time. It should be exciting for him to get to watch them on the ice. I told him those are like the highlights of my life, when I just stop doing and I just sit and watch the kids, and I put my phone down, I don't chat with anyone, even though it's a good time to talk to my mom. And I just watch the kids participate in their after-school activities, or I watch them at the school. I come to the school and I don't have anything to do but just observe my children, and it's so beautiful to see them, especially Danya, to see her just socially comfortable and laughing and jumping and running. And sometimes I come and I see Salai really engaged in play with friends, or Razi, really having fun, and it's such an honor to just stop and watch them. They're growing up. I see families now with little kids, baby size, toddler size, mommy I love you size, and I'm like, God, they're already like, Danya's like practically my size now. She's like a young adult. Razi's gonna get there. He does all these cool dance moves, and Salai's the only one that still has a little bit of baby fat left and a little bit of the baby voice, and another 5 minutes they'll be big. I'm gonna hold on to it just a little bit longer. So day 2, I woke up at noon. I went to bed probably around noon. I slept till noon. My appointment at the clinic was at 12:30, so I woke up, and the mother-in-law cut for me my watermelon using that cool stool thing with the knife coming out of it, the curving knife coming out of the footstool. terribly frightening, weapon of mass destruction and death, but really great for cutting fruit. She taught me to say bara, which is 12, and taling, kaling, taking, taling. I forgot how to say watermelon. She only told me like 20,000 times. And then I came back and I had some food. I had some dal from the other day, and she brought me a plate with some of their food, and she taught me bare, which means good. So today I learned how to say 12, good, watermelon, and learned how to say pomegranate, but I didn't really learn because I don't know how to say it. I learned. That's it. So I got my phone in order, and we'll see if the SIM lasts for a while, and then tomorrow I should get my internet stick so I can start doing some work online. Went to the hospital, got x-rays done. The hospital's quite kind of the rest of your day. Like, it takes almost an hour each way. And then at the hospital, the x-rays came back. Had an appointment at the clinic. Make a long story short, had I told them that I was going to get the cysts removed, they would have told me not to, and they would have given me medicine that would have dissolved the cysts. But that's done. So the surgery was 3.5 weeks ago, and all of my internal organs are still raw. Just like the stitching on the outside is still raw, so all of the inside is still, internal stitching is raw. And to do the work that he needs to do to fix my body requires aggressively moving and massaging every organ in my body. And at this point, if Ringo were to do that, there's a strong suspicion that he would create damage to the areas that were impacted by the surgery. So I got the x-rays today. My back, the muscle bulge has grown in the last 9 months, and the bones have shifted further. I definitely know that my condition is worse than it was last year. And now I have the internal. So he's going to take the x-rays tomorrow at 7 o'clock at night. I'm getting an ultrasound. I asked Kobi to send me the results from my surgery, and he will send all that to his master, who will advise him what to do. I'm spending very little energy saying I wish, because had I known, it would have been different. Wouldn't have done the surgery, would have gotten treated differently. Didn't, so now that's where we are. So what might be the case is his master might say to let my body rest for another week or two, and let the internal stitches heal fully, so that then he can go in and start doing all the work he needs to do. And if I do have a week or two to rest, I'm going to go up north, see if I can find the Dalai Lama, hang out with the Dalai. Never seen Dharamsala. Never been in northern India. So if this is the case, if I do need to wait a week or two, then I'm going to go explore northern India. Hopefully I'll find someone to go with me. Hopefully this big, scary-looking man to keep me safe. If not, maybe a group of females. Not particularly social, but I don't want to be alone. I don't think it is particularly safe for a woman to travel alone in India. And I know I've traveled the world and I have all these fears, and I try not to let them rule me, but I think the prevalence of women being raped in India is more than in any other place in the world. Locals and tourists. And I don't want to be a part of that statistic. So I will find someone to travel with me. Anyone, even if I don't feel like being social, anyone at all will do. Just so I won't be alone, so I can feel safe. I think the idea of a female traveling alone is exciting. The first female solo traveler I met was Yuka from Japan. She was a factory worker in Japan, and I met her in Cartagena, Colombia. And since then, I've met other solo female travelers, so I think it's very doable. But I wouldn't start in India. So we'll see if I can find someone to go with me. If the case is that I am going to be free for a week or two, and then I'll have to stay longer, a week or two. It doesn't look like at any rate they'll be able to do everything they need to do for me in the 6 weeks. So in these 6 weeks they'll straighten me up, hopefully, and teach me what I need to keep myself straight. And then next year I'll come back and they'll finish the process and then get to more of my internal organs and all the things inside that my digestive system and other systems that really need some help. And I believe in them. I mean, they have right now Ringo's master is treating the head of oncology of the country of France for breast cancer, and Ringo's master is an expert on treating cancer, especially for women, and especially around female organs, breast, uterus, etc. And they're starting, I think today, treating 4 paralyzed people. And one had a stroke, one was injured at work, the other 2 I don't remember, but she said some of them will walk again. And they will have full recovery, and the others will have partial recovery. And it's just amazing what they do here. There's a man here that when I saw him last year had a severe hunchback, and he'd already been working with them for a long time. And I saw him today for just a second, and I couldn't believe, he's almost straight. They're doing it. They're really reforming people's bodies. It's remarkable. It's remarkable. So I'm excited to be here. I believe in them. I believe in what they do. And if it means I'm supposed to go north and travel a little bit, then I'll go north and travel a little bit. I tried to tell Pallavi, I said, you come with me. She said, no, I can't go. I said, well, you and your husband, your daughter come. You guys come. No. So if that's the case, I'm going to celebrate it and find someone to come with me and go see the north a little bit. That'd be cool. I hear the train whistle blowing. Good night.